That sucks. Luckily that is not us.
We made it down. It's about 10 o'clock. We're starting this trail here. Let me wind it back. I've been absolutely dying to get back out. Well, I always am. And so when I saw the temps around the high 50s, almost 60s for today, I had to jump on that. And luckily I had the day off, so this works out perfectly. When I checked the temperatures this morning, it looked like everything had shifted, and tomorrow, Tuesday, is gonna be the warmer day with highs in the higher 60s, but it's still not bad. It's still about 50-some degrees, a little cloudy, but if the sun comes out, it'll be real nice. I had to do a little bit more research for this one. I wanted to go fishing and maybe get a little hiking done. So after a bit of Google searching, we found Cheesman Canyon, which I've seen a ton of times. I go down to Deckers a lot, and the turn for Cheesman's always on the way, along with the parking lot for the top of the Gill Trail, which I believe heads toward the Wigwam Club and then starts pretty much following the South Platte River up to the Cheesman, up through the Cheesman Canyon to the Cheesman Dam. This is one I've definitely been wanting to check out, so this worked out perfectly today. We needed to find something where the waters would be a little bit warmer, and so with the controlled temperatures of the dam, it makes it a perfect spot for winter fishing out here. It is catch and release, so I'm hoping to get some larger fish that have been taken care of nicely and that I've seen in a lot of Instagram pictures. So I stayed up last night for quite a while trying to decide how to start this. We've got dinner plans tonight, so we can't spend all day. The hike from the top of the trailhead to the dam is about 5 miles, I believe. So round trip, you're looking around 10 plus time to fish. So I really wanted to get close to the dam, right where the water came out, and I was looking forever to find out whether or not we could drive to the dam. I think you can, but it looks like it would have been a pretty big elevation change up and down just to get down to the beginning of the waters. We've definitely hiked that stuff before, but with short on time, we decided to start at the beginning of the Gill Trail and walk our way down. I'm still going to try to drive over to the dam and just check it out before we leave, and maybe that'll be a place where I start next time. But we just have maybe a mile and a half. I'm not exactly sure. I need to relook at the map. Maybe a mile and a half. My mouth is cold. Maybe a mile and a half of hiking before we get to the first section of the river. So it's kind of nice for a little bit of a exercise push before we get there. Man, it felt great to put on my boots and gear again. I was gonna bring my Sage backpack, but I didn't want to take an entire water canister, and my Camelback has it built in, so maybe next time I'm gonna try. I'm trying to figure out which gear works the best for which situations. Which brings you right here. So if I'm reading this right, we're right here. If we take this short route down, we'll hit this first stretch of water, or we can decide to continue to farther sides. It looks like a third of a mile to the next point. It looks like from here to here is just about a mile, which isn't bad at all. So we might do that first and kind of skip this beginning part and see how close we can get to the warmer heads as fast as possible. So we're gonna go that way. We're just a short walk down here. You can kind of see, I should put my zoom lens on, but you can kind of see the Wigwam Club right there. Usually I drive this road past that above to go to Deckers out that way, and you can also start seeing some of the water down here. Here's a part of the stream we would have hit, and you can see some little ripples. You can start to see this canyon form too. This is gonna look real cool. I think we're gonna start heading down to the water. There's been a lot of good spots and a lot of big pools and boulders and riffles, but there's been a lot of other people fishing too, so we kind of want to find our own spot here. I've got polarized glasses on, so I can actually see there's a few trout right here. I'm super excited. Okay, so like usual, I'm gonna start off with my favorite half pheasant tail, like beadhead. The tungsten beadhead makes it heavier to sink faster, and these ones I don't use the peacock, I just have the copper wire and pheasant tail wrapped around. I've caught the most fish on this fly alone, so I usually start with this. I've got some of these ones that are size 22, which will help since I need some small bugs. And speaking of small, I've got this chocolate emerger again. I've been calling this a Copper John, which is the wrong name. Someone corrected me recently, and it's actually a chocolate emerger. It's got this little foam piece on the top, so I'm gonna have this trailing behind. Since I didn't bring my waders, and I'm assuming I'll have to cast a bit, I brought my 9-foot, and this one's a 5 weight, as I'm hoping to catch some larger fish. These carved rocks are really cool though. We did a hike all the way down this canyon down here to this cool little beach area. There's nice little rivers, and you can see some good sized trout here, so I'm gonna try here next.
Yeah.
Oh, it broke off. I got so much gear on me. I had that one on the small Copper John that I put on. Started going way far, I had a 6X line. I didn't get to set hard enough, so it got off. I'm gonna switch to a scud. I swapped the pheasant tail out. The tail got broken out. I'm just gonna try a scud for a while. Eventually I'd like to actually get down here and dig up some rocks and see what kind of bugs are actually out and about, but my hands are kind of cold, so I don't want to do that yet. I'll do that in here in a second. Probably at our next spot. But we're gonna go walk up the, walk upstream a little bit and try to find somewhere else, and hopefully land one. I was so close. We're gonna go all the way back up there. Look at that mountain though. Look at this tree. That is really cool. Alright, we're cutting down through here to find another nice spot. Yes! We found some bones. Nice. I love that look with the trees coming out of the rocks. Alright, we found this cool area with these giant boulders everywhere. It's gorgeous. There's a really nice open flat over there, but there's a couple guys already, so we're gonna start making our way ahead of them and just see if we can find another spot. But I'm gonna take a second and actually go Titanic here and freeze my hands and see if we can find a few bugs. I don't like to turn over a ton of stuff. I like to just flip over maybe 1 or 2 and then just check it out, leave it how it is. Last time I got my Fitbit wet too, and it broke, so I probably shouldn't do that anymore. They're not waterproof. They're water resistant. And I opened one once. There's nothing in between the plastic. Just be careful. Okay. Oh, jeez. Just super duper tiny little inches. It's deceiving what rocks are actually loose and what ones are like an iceberg effect. I'm gonna find my smallest stuff and just like, alright, well, we'll keep going forward. Cave. And the car's dead. Great.